From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Rosen on first down. Now they go straight. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Darquan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Rosen. And Gresham has it left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On the run, Darquan. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Oh, there's many madness out there. They get 2 bounds for that shit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go, here we go. 180! 6, 12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey. Here we go. 180!
Sick.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Gold now out to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Whoosh.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to him on first down. Room to run inside the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
With Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Cardinals on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Dawson's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
13.
To throw is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play, Garoppolo to Garcon, 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
21.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gold is able to put it through. And a 2nd field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. Oh, the spin. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Orleans Darkwa. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
What them boys said, they want to go get some trees.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Oh, you don't got it back.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I must heard a nigga saying some shit I ain't heard, you feel me? I ain't even know.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let my man score twice, B. Extortion at his finest.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Oh, you got the ball?
Yeah, I'm about to try to kick a field goal. Right
So
now.
out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
I ain't know the nigga.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They're going to fucking sit there and draft niggas.
Mostert now to return.
What the fuck? Are you dumb?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
2 running backs.
The 49er offense now making their
Oh,
way
your
out
team.
onto the field.
Yeah, by
following the
itself. These
interception,
niggas
just
drafted
any
2 running backs
interception,
and a
are you
tight
a
end.
little
Nigga, I
bit
don't
more
need
cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just
Damn,
throw that out the window.
that hurt.
I think you are. I don't
I
think
already
they're
two
too
running
ready
backs.
to run
Niggas
back
gave me
out there and go,
4.
totally
Yeah,
didn't affect me.
'cause
Just
you know
go
I
ahead and
got
be
Duke
loose with
Johnson
the
in the
football
chat.
again. You're
Why
going to
the
take
fuck
care
would
of
they
it,
draft?
but you have to
And
be
then they
careful about
drafted
being
2
too
rookie
cautious
running backs.
because now you
They
can't
raw?
run the offense at all.
Still want to attack.
I
We'll
don't
see
know they
how
ain't
they
raw.
attack him here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nigga speed on that 89.
Into
Get
the
his
second
ass up
half,
out
and
of
this
here.
offense has not scored a lot of points,
never picked
and
that
that was
number.
another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And he's able to get up here to the
I thought I was
26.
gonna have me a
Give him
straight
6 on the play, and they're going to
Everybody
face a
else
3rd
got
down.
picked up.
You got the big
Everybody
lead
was
defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
Like, I needed
tackle
wide
them after the
receivers.
catch, inbounds, keep the clock
Wilson
running.
good receivers
Just
out
go
there
ahead and
too,
bleed the
man.
game out that way.
The
I didn't
Niners
get
on
none of them
3rd
niggas,
down.
B.
They've converted
Yo,
just 2
what
for
happens
6
if they don't
thus
get
far.
drafted? Do they
This
go
will
to
be
free
3rd
agency?
and 5.
Yeah, I think.
Now Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
Oh,
Keeps
he
the
made that
sticks moving.
pass?
And he'll get this out
saw that
past
hit?
the 45 to the
Yeah, I thought that was a
47.
pick.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He knows it's over.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
You got on his eye for me, yeah.
He said, I ain't say nothing about that man.
Once more with McKinney. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack.
I got
drive room.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Peters.
Yeah, I'm going to whoop his ass because he did that
Coming
bullshit.
up the middle,
Oh,
gets
you saw
him
me write
there.
that shit right after he
Loss of
posted. I'm
about
like, yo, this
9.
nigga's at work, bro. What are you doing? I ain't get to do nothing, nigga. I ain't get to get no players in the agents, free agency.
You missed all that
I ain't
shit.
getting no fucking nothing. I ain't getting no drafts. I got some weird ass drafts that I didn't get.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant
That's
route
how
unless you
they
have a
gotta put
receiver
later in
has
the
a
day
lot
when
of
everybody
stature
home
to
on the
him.
game.
But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People
Niggas
can't
at
really
work,
locate them, and they
Oh,
run that
tight.
quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, like word. Like,
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
it's on me wilding last year. Like, nah, fuck that, man.
Shot gonna come with the crowd control shot.
We ain't see that. Niggas commented on it. Nigga, shut your ass up. Nigga, don't try to act like you see that shit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's
As
2nd
soon as
and
you
9.
posted that shit, I was the
They tried
first
a quick
comment
hitter
like,
inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Taking on underneath. That's all you want.
Look, he ain't going for no TDs. He never see gonna throw a pick.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
He ain't going for no gusto. He about to either quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
How did I know?
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Wait.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll run it here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cards, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.